Previously on MasterChef Australia.
That's a lot of fridge action.
In an epic elimination over 2 days.
It's a long time, because I've never done this before.
I love this challenge so much.
Slow and steady was the name of the game.
With slow cooking, there's a lot that can go wrong.
It is bloody scary.
And overnight, the flavours worked their magic.
Oh, that is next level.
That is lip-smackingly, plate-breakingly fantastic.
It's just bloody delicious.
Thank you, bro.
But it was Amy who said goodbye to the MasterChef kitchen. Tonight, they let out their inner child
I think this is going to be very fun.
as we kick off Nostalgia Week.
Everyone's very eager to get in.
Big day, guys. Mystery box. Let's go. It's a new week, and it means today is a mystery box. I like mystery box days. It's a white apron day, and it actually gives me the freedom to create outside the boundaries. I have a good feeling about this week. I am going to bring that energy. Good morning. Oh la la. What could it be? Find a box, find a bench, please.
It's a new day and it's a new week here in the MasterChef kitchen. And this week, we are paying homage to something very special. Some of the best times of our lives can be associated with something edible. So, in every challenge this week, we are taking you back by celebrating foods that spark good old-fashioned nostalgia.
I'm a very nostalgic person. Most things I cook always have someone in mind or a memory in mind. So this is a perfect week for me.
Well, Nostalgia Week starts right now with this very nostalgic mystery box. Let's find out what's under there. Get ready to lift your lids now.
Okay.
Ah, gotcha.
Cereal.
It's different types of cereal, all stuff that we would have as a kid or weren't allowed to have as a kid. Very nostalgic. I love Weet-Bix. I'm still a Weet-Bix girl. I do 3 every morning with honey.
It is fun-sized cereal boxes. Brent, you're having a good geeze there. Bit of nostalgia?
Yeah, definitely smashed a few bowls of these when I was a kid.
Theo, what about you, mate? Any cereal memories from back in the day?
Well, I remember getting up, the best thing Saturday morning, bowl of cereal, watching cartoons. You'd fill up a bowl of cereal, you'd leave the milk in there, you'd go back, you'd fill it up again, and it'd be like this really, really, sugary syrup at the end. I loved it.
Rhiannon, what about you?
Every now and again, this was our treat.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would eat the whole box.
Really?
Yeah.
No wonder you weren't allowed it. It cost a fortune.
We're going to give you 75 minutes, and you can cook as any dish you like, sweet or savoury. But you must use at least one of the cereals that are in front of you. Of course, the pantry and the garden are open. Unfortunately, the bottom 3 dishes will find themselves in tomorrow's nostalgic pressure test. From there, one of you, unfortunately, will be going home. Good luck, everybody. Your time starts now.
Let's go, guys.
Come on, Robbie, let's do it.
Let's go.
I love this theme because when I think nostalgia, I do go straight to food. I was not allowed sugary, sweet cereal when I was growing up. My mum is an incredible cook, and we would have fresh fruit salads for breakfast, and the idea of serving a bowl of Fruit Loops or Cocoa Pops to us was just completely out of the question. But whenever I could go to a friend's house or away on school camp and there was Fruit Loops available, that was always my favourite. Just so full of sugar. This was a real treat for me.
So today I'm going to be using the Fruit Loops, and I'm going to be making some Pop-Tarts, but I'm going to convert them into a Pop-Tart cereal. Kind of like making the Judges cereal with a cereal. So I'm going to be making a short crust pastry, and then I will fill that with a Fruit Loop and white chocolate filling. There's also Fruit Loop infused icing on top. And then I'm going to serve it in a bowl with milk. This will be a real special treat for the judges. It's going to be sweet and fun. I've not been in any pressure tests so far, and I'm really hoping this will keep me out of it.
I'm feeling quite confident today. I'm doing a schnitzel. It's a schnitzel done with cornflakes. And it's something that back in the old days, me and my mates would go to the pub on a Friday and have that for our lunch break. So, yeah, it's just taking me back home again.
I've gone with the Cocoa Pops today, one of my all-time favourites. And I'm going to make like a little play on the what we call Rice Krispie buns back in Ireland, but I think you call them chocolate crackles here.
So I really love rice puffs because I actually grew up eating those in Zimbabwe. And I just thought, what a better way to bring something that I actually ate and make it into a phenomenal dish. Well, that's my hope. Today I am actually making a salted caramel mousse with a peanut praline center, and I'm doing a Rice Krispie base on the bottom for texture.
Fun day, nostalgia. What a wonderful inspiration point to create some fun dishes, some dishes with meaning, right?
Fun!
Fun!
If I was in this challenge today, I think, you know, Weet-Bix is big with my son Alfie. He's not 5 yet, and he's already having 4 in the morning. 4 Weet-Bix. As a little tribute to my son, I would make an onion tart tatin, but I would use the Weet-Bix to make a flour to make a rough puff.
Oh. What about you?
I do like a corn custard dessert with the cornflakes.
Yeah. I would go savoury. I would use the rice bubbles and I would make honeycomb prawns.
Oh,
but I'd use the rice bubbles as the coating because they'd be super crunchy and puffy and then
chewy.
Take up the glaze.
Yeah.
When nostalgia is done right in this kitchen, it can produce some of the best food we've ever seen.
Yeah. So we're going to see what they're cooking?
Fun!
Fun!
So I just picked the Cocoa Pops. We have the same Cocoa Pops back home. I just love it. Like that's my childhood in a bowl.
I think food has the ability to transport you to a different time of your life. The Cocoa Pops really reminds me of Sunday mornings, getting Cocoa Pops and just watching cartoons when I was a kid with my sister. I'm originally from Venezuela. I grew up, you know, in the kitchen with my mom and my grandma, always, you know, baking, you know, pastries like eclairs or cream puffs. So with the dish I have in mind, it's actually going to be hitting nostalgia for me in 2 senses.
Antonio?
Hey guys.
Oh, I reckon this challenge is kind of made for you.
I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah?
I'm gonna be making a creme pat Cocoa Pops eclair.
Wow. Can I just taste it? I've never had Cocoa Pops before.
Yeah?
I just thought I'd try them.
Such a liar. But anyway.
You can have a bit there.
He can do...
I'll get you a spoon.
He can do what he needs to.
Do you go crunchy on your cereal or soggy?
Crunchy, man.
Yeah. So, again...
What about texture? Oh, thanks.
And so, we've got choux pastry.
Correct.
In the shape of an eclair.
Yep.
Cocoa Pop creme pat.
Yep. I might do, instead of piping it, I'm gonna cut a rectangle and then push the crunchy layer inside the eclair.
Yeah. Solid concept. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, mate. Thanks for the Cocoa Pop.
No worries.
I'm hoping when the judges bite into the eclair that they really get a hit of the Cocoa Pops, so it needs to be really prominent.
So far, so good.
Whoa there, cowboy. Really excited for this challenge. I'm using cornflakes. This reminds me of when I was little. We used to always have cornflakes and Weet-Bix in our house, and I was the cornflake kid. Nostalgia is a big part of my cooking. It is about people and it's about memories. That's actually what I'm going to bring into my dish today. I'm just channeling that joy.
Kath, you've been infusing cornflakes
I have.
into an anglaise for your ice cream.
Yeah.
What's the dish though?
So it's, I remember growing up, in the winter, I used to warm up my milk to put on my cornflakes.
Yeah.
And it was a completely different flavour to having cold milk.
Yeah.
So that's where it's coming from today. So I've warmed the milk, steeped the cornflakes to get that flavour.
Yeah.
So I'm doing an ice cream. I'm going to do maybe a crumb for underneath, a salted caramel.
Okay. I love the idea of a cereal-infused milk ice cream.
Do
It's
you?
a great basis for something. Put all of your love and all of your memories into it. Love it.
Thank you.
I want just a lovely, creamy ice cream with a hint of that warm feeling of that warm milk in that cornflakes.
Good, bro. I'm only 24, so I'm still a spring chicken. I don't have to think back too far for nostalgia.
Let's hit the shine around there.
Compared to Robbie, who, you know, he probably has to think back like a good 70 or 80 years. So I'm excited about this mystery box. I've always loved Wheat Bix at Honey, and still to this day, I smash like a good 8 to 10 Wheat Bix. And sometimes I have Wheat Bix for dinner. I love Wheat Bix.
Growing up as a kid, we'd get a bowl of cereal in the morning. On the way to school, I'd grab a muffin or something. I'd do a double breakfast.
So today I'm going to combine my two breakfast favourites.
Declan. Gents, how are we?
Are you making muffins?
Yeah, so breakfast cereal. Yep. And then breakfast muffins. I love muffins. So I'm going to do 3 different breakfast muffins for you today. I'm going to do an Banoffee cornflake muffin. Yep. A chocolate Cocoa Pops muffin with a berry compote, and a Wheat Bix raisin muffin.
So what stops your muffins from going dry?
I've never put cereals into a muffin batter before. And I didn't think about what it will do to my muffin mix.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
So what stops your muffins from going dry?
I've never put cereals into a muffin batter before. And I didn't think about what it will do to my muffin mix.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Declan's making it, so it's
Declan's
gonna be,
making it.
Yeah, it's going to be special.
Declan's the name and muffins are my game.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
A lot's riding on my muffins today. I don't want to be in the pressure test tomorrow. So I'm going to add more milk and butter to the batter. And I hope that makes the muffins nice and moist. So fingers crossed that this works out for me.
Just want to make a good dish today.
Oh, Fruit Loop in my eye. I really like the theme of nostalgia. This challenge really feels like it's meant to be for that sort of childlike wonderment and fun. And the most fun cereal is Fruit Loops, like in terms of colour and flavour and nostalgia, Fruit Loops.
Hey, Artie.
Hi, gents.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
What do you got there?
Doing a cake, want to kind of play on that fun of like the milk at the bottom of the bowl. So just the idea of steeping a cake in milk so that you get that flavour. I've got obviously Fruit Loops in my sponge, I've got Fruit Loops in my milk, I've got Fruit Loops in my custard, got Fruit Loops coming out my ears.
Great. I think it sounds like a really fun idea, and that was the idea today.
Yep.
We wanted you all to have fun.
I'm hoping we can nail it. Obviously, I'm not really a dessert queen, but I have been really practicing.
I'm excited about this.
Thank you. Thanks,
Good luck.
guys. See ya.
No worries, bye.
Pretty nervous. I tasted my batter for the sponge. It's lovely. It's Fruit Loopy. It's going to be light. I'll soak it in the Fruit Loop milk, so it'll just be like, you know, all the good bits of the cereal and in cake form. I really want to do well today. I don't want to be in the bottom. If this dish doesn't save me, I will never eat a Fruit Loop again. What?
So nostalgia week, this is great. Food has the power to take you back to times and places. And I'm thinking about things that remind me, I guess, of my childhood.
The first thing that came to mind is like we used to eat a lot of sadza growing up. And like that's the one thing that was staple in our house.
So sadza is a maize meal-based dish. One would dish it up on a plate, and then she'd dish up like our vegetables, our greens, and then a separate plate with our meat on it, and we'd all sit down on the floor, we'd all share out of the same plate. So it just reminds me of when I was a kid and having my siblings next to me when we're eating. So we're gonna go savory and put up a dish with elements from my childhood and then just recreate it in a new way, featuring cereal.
G'day, Ralph.
Good day.
What's going on?
Savoury.
Yeah, we've gone savory. Yeah, I'm going mashed potatoes as well, purely because like comfort food and memories of Sadza, and sometimes I just think it was mashed potatoes, so I thought what better way than to actually get mashed potatoes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Tighten it up.
I see you've got these, what are these, cornflakes?
So these are cornflakes. I've got a bit of Parmesan in there as well, and then we're gonna get that kind of going like a schnitzel.
Have you done this before? There's probably a bit of fair warning required in making sure that the pork is cooked, particularly around the bone, without burning
the cornflakes.
The cornflakes, particularly now that you've got Parmesan in there.
Yeah.
You're going to have to stand and watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Biggest concern is the actual cook of the pork, given that I've never cooked with cornflakes and Parmesan, and I don't know how it's gonna actually fry.
All right, so watch this.
I don't want to burn the outside and not cook the inside of it. So a little bit nervous about that.
Believe me, I'm cereal. You have 40 minutes to go.
That's an Antonio joke.
Rhiannon, what are you cooking?
So I've got a vanilla bean ice cream. I've got a Cocoa Pop topped brownie, a chili raspberry coulis.
These are like loaded with Cocoa Pops.
So like the whole top is Cocoa Pops.
Today I'm going to do a cornflake ice cream. My favourite part of the cereal is when you're finished and you've still got like, you know, a cup of milk left and it's just absorbed all the flavour. So that's what I really wanted to get with the ice cream.
Melissa. Hello. Hi. What's the dish?
So I'm going to do a spicy fried chicken crumbed in rice puffs. Let's have fun today. Let's do something different.
Love it.
I'm just making ice cream. I'm going to use the cereal milk from the Cocoa Pops, so it'll be chocolatey. This is the first ice cream I've made in the competition, so it's going to be a bit of a test. Hopefully it works really well and the judges love it.
Alice?
Hi.
Word on the street is that you're doing some giant Fruit Loop thing.
Yeah, Fruit Loop parfait.
Yum.
With a hole in the middle so it looks like a Fruit Loop.
Yes.
I never had cereal as a kid, and I kind of envied all the kids that did.
Oh, nice.
It was congee all the way.
Mine was like Wheat Bix every day of the week.
Yeah.
Trust me, it gets old.
Not as old as porridge, I can tell you.
I'm digging this.
Good luck.
Right, this is done. Cornflake ice cream is in the freezer. And I've just made some toffee. It's good. Okay.
I'm feeling good in this cook. My ice cream's beautiful. I love it. It's just that warm and fuzzy feeling of me having my cornflakes as a youngster. But now I'm thinking the ice cream's going to be quite sweet. The toffee's quite sweet. So I think that I need a fresh element to go with the dish. Quick. I quickly run back into the pantry and I see some beautiful fresh strawberries. In winter, I would have warm milk on my cornflakes. Then in summer, I'd have cornflakes with strawberry. I think I might just do a little pickle. My initial thought was based on my winter experience with cornflakes, but having that strawberry element, it's now summer and winter cornflakes.
I'm having a good time.
Did we find that, you know, the thing that push it, potato thing?
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Come with me, bro.
That thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm making Fruit Loop Pop-Tart cereal. The concept is I'm going to take a Pop-Tart, shrink it down to cereal size and fill it with Fruit Loop filling. I want them to look just like a bowl of fun.
Grace.
Hi.
G'day, Grace.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm so good.
Are you high on cereal as well?
Apparently.
Frilly, you've gone loopy.
I've gone loopy.
What are you doing?
I'm making a Pop-Tart fruit-filled fruit. Let's start that again.
You are high on
Yes.
Fruit Loops, aren't you?
I was never allowed this when I was a kid, so, and this is probably why.
So Yeah, you are.
I get no sense out of you.
I'd like to get some sort of sense because I don't know how this is. I don't really know what it is.
I'm a little bit thrown that they don't get it.
It's a bowl of cereal. But, so you know, like Pop-Tarts?
Yes.
Mini.
I feel like in my head that this was pretty simple.
I have absolutely no idea what this is going to look like.
It's a bowl of cereal, like just a bowl of cereal.
But you said Pop-Tart.
You just said Pop-Tart. What's
Yeah,
a Pop-Tart?
it's going to be in a bowl with milk.
But I think at this stage I've had like 4 bowls of cereal, so I'm just like struggling to tell them what I'm making.
So egg gets drizzled over top, milk on the side, and then that's how we do it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll just see you at the tasting table.
See you at the front.
See you at the tasting table.
So I hope the judges like it.
She hides a kite.
Straight up here, 15 minutes to go.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, ice cream's taking forever.
Good,
Oh, that looks good. This is my praline. I've done my glaze. This is actually what goes on top of my little mousse. I have done my salted caramel. I have done my chocolate for the mousse. It's in the fridge. Chocolate needs to chill, then I can fold it into the cream, pop it in the mold. I still have so much to do.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, Melissa.
How are you travelling?
I'm good. So I've got my Cocoa Pop biscuits,
Yep.
which is going to be the base, and I've
Great.
made a Cocoa Pop parfait, which is
Yep.
going to look like the chocolate crackles.
Lovely.
And then on top, I've got some green chantilly cream.
Okay,
and I've
yep.
made some Davidson blonde and raspberry gel as well.
Okay, so some sharp elements there to contrast all of that
bit of
sweetness.
acidity.
What would baby Phil think about this dish?
He probably wouldn't be too keen on the fruit side of things. He'd be like, just give me that chocolate, give me that sugar.
I've got my parfait done, and I've got one last element to do, which is the passion fruit caramel. I'm hoping the fact that it looks like a Fruit Loop is going to be enough, but we'll see. The proof is in the tasting.
I'm going to fry a schnitzel. The potatoes, I'm going to make mashed potato rolled in cornflakes. Just fry them with little balls on the side, a bit of solid, so hopefully that does the trick.
I'm making Fruit Loop cake, the style of a tres leches cake, where they soak it in milk and then they assemble it. I've not really done desserts in this kitchen before, so I'm nervous, but my sponge looks good. I've got this really soft, creamy, tasty creme légère, and I'm starting to assemble this beautiful cake.
I'm gonna do like 3 layers and then I'll top it with creme légère. Oh man, milk.
I was stacking my cake up and I realised I'd forgotten to steep it in the milk, which was the whole point of this bloody cake, so...
This is a stupid mistake. I had such a clear idea of like this beautiful tres leches style cake. Now I'm scraping the creme légère off the cake that I've already used, and then I get my spoon and the milk and I start pouring it on. It's such a mess. Don't think I've added too much milk, but enough that you can taste it, and then I start reassembling it. I just hope that the flavour of the Fruit Loop milk is strong enough.
Looking very good.
The mashed potatoes, it's looking great. The mint sauce, it tastes delicious, and it's time to cook the pork.
This before, I've never made a crusted pork before, and I've never made it with cornflakes, so the risk is that I'm gonna cook it and burn the cornflakes while I'm cooking the pork.
I think I need to get the perfect cook on these.
You have to be careful because obviously there's a bone in it, and that affects the cooking time.
Playing with a bit of fire here, because you can't cut the pork chop open to see how well it is.
The risk is that I'm gonna cook it and burn the cornflakes while I'm cooking the pork, so just gotta find the balance of heat, and I guess just watch it and make sure I can get that perfectly cooked pork.
There is no time to hit the snooze button. You have 9 minutes to go.
Come on.
So I feel like I'm in the zone today. I'm moving very quickly, which is good. And I'm leaving myself enough time to really make sure my chicken is fried off perfectly.
I'm going to do a banana roti, cornflake ice in the freezer, and then I just got to fill out these rotis. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I just got to hustle.
Actually in control. and I'm bloody shocked. Coolie's done. Little sugared chilies are done for the top. The brownie's super fudgy. The ice cream's nice and vanilla-y, so the flavours are there.
All right, a muffin man.
The muffins are ready and it's time to put these garnishes on top.
I just got to work out how to pipe. I'm not really used to this.
My Weet-Bix raisin muffin has a cinnamon cream cheese on top. My Cocoa Pops berry muffin has a mixed berry compote and chocolate ganache on top. And my cornflake banoffee muffin has caramelised bananas, butterscotch sauce and cream on top. I've been able to produce, you know, 3 good-looking muffins. So I just hope they're nice and moist and they taste just as good as they look.
You better hurry up. You've only got 5 minutes to go. Come on.
They are some hefty eclairs.
I'm really happy with the eclairs. It's just a matter to put them all together. The Cocoa Pops custard, it's really tasty and I can really see the Cocoa Pops flavor in there. So I'm filling up my eclairs, then putting the crunch layer on top. I'm doing the piping and some maybe extra Cocoa Pops for an added punch. Basically, it's gonna be an explosion of flavor and different textures.
60 seconds!
Come on, get on the plates.
Looking very good.
There's about a minute to go and I'm quickly getting the icing on top of my Pop-Tarts. I'm coating them in the Fruit Loops. I'm trying to put them in the bowl nicely. The judges came to my bench and were a bit confused, but I'm hoping that they get it.
All right, my little Rice Krispies, here it is. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
Good job,
Far out.
Oh, man. What in here,
They look beautiful.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
It was a lot. It was my first proper dessert in the kitchen. A bit frantic. And I'm plating up and I realise I haven't steeped it in the milk, which is the whole bloody point of the dish. But I got the milk in there. But look, I really like it. Child me would have loved it. So hopefully it's enough. And I do think it plays on that nostalgia factor.
I've never actually made a crumbled pork cutlet, especially not with cornflakes or Parmesan. We're gonna have to wait and see when they cut it open and see what it looks like. Fingers crossed it's done well.
Wow, what a start to Nostalgia Week. First dish we'd like to taste belongs to Antonio. Antonio, what was your cereal and what did you make us?
I picked Cocoa Pops and I've made you a Cocoa Pops eclair. I went in for a crème pâte with the Cocoa Pops, then a crunchy layer in the middle, and crackling on top for the eclair with a little bit of the Cocoa Pops. They turn out a bit chunky like me, so.
Very, very good, mate. Choux pastry is light, delicate, beautiful. And in the inside, I've got to say, it's great, great structure. You got that crunchy Cocoa Pop, which just drives home its Cocoa Pops. But I think what the best part about this is the oozy, gooey crème pâte, which reeks of Cocoa Pops. Mate, that's what we're looking for today. A fun, enjoyable thing to eat. And you did exactly that. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
All of the flavours and textures just graduate beautifully. It's a fun experience. It's nostalgia done beautifully. Well done.
That's flawless, mate. It's really good.
Thanks.
The dusting of Cocoa Pops over the top, you ticked every box in there. I'm really happy for you, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Well done, mate.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, Antonio nearly went then. Next up, Kath.
Wow.
Oh.
Kath, what is the dish?
This is summer and winter memories of cornflakes. In the winter, I would warm my milk and pour it over the cornflakes, and in summer, I would have cold milk with my cornflakes with strawberries on top. So I started to have a think about how I would incorporate a fresh element. I thought strawberry pickle.
Summer and winter memories of cornflakes.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. The nostalgia in the dish was evident when you tasted it. Loved the ice cream. The ice cream was absolutely on point. I think the strawberry also, in this dish, it was perfect to go down the pickle lane. Great job there.
Kath, real solid effort. I love the presentation. I love that you're constantly working on that as well. I think it's great. I love the extra fruit you put in there. I can see your progression. You're getting better and better every cook, Kath.
Thanks,
so well
John.
done.
Thanks.
Kath, the ice cream texture is wonderful. Really wonderful. All in all, nice dish.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
Next up, it's Robbie.
A chicken schnitzel with cornflake crumbs, smashed potato with crumbs on it, on a salad.
Perfectly cooked chicken.
The texture was beautiful. There is nothing better than a great schnitty.
Brent, you're up, mate.
Today I got a banana roti with cornflake ice cream.
Ice cream, 10 out of 10. Oh,
sweet.
That's like eating a bowl of cornflakes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Texture's amazing, but the flavour is even better.
Concept-wise, absolute belter.
Melissa.
I've made rice bubble fried chicken with pickled cucumber and a spicy mayo.
It's simple and it's fun and it's nostalgic. The spice rub has some nice flavour to it.
The cook on the chicken is nice, but it is really oily. I'd still take this as a win and build on it. Alice!
It's a tropical Fruit Loop parfait with passion fruit caramel.
Your parfait split. Might have been too much powdered Fruit Loop in there, which is a real shame because I love the idea, I love the presentation, like it was all there. But there's just a couple of technique issues that, that may have you in trouble, unfortunately.
Next up, it's Grace. What a 2-litre bottle of milk.
The judges were a bit confused about my dish. It's come together exactly how I wanted it to. I hope the judges like it.
Get inspired by our fabulous home cooks. Stream full episodes of MasterChef Australia now on 10 Play.
Grace. She's still high.
Grace. Sugar high, Grace.
Yep.
What have you made?
So I've made Fruit Loop Pop-Tart cereal. So there's a white chocolate and Fruit Loop filling. It's super nostalgic because like Pop-Tarts and Fruit Loops, I would never be allowed that, but it was the best day when I could have it.
I get the idea, and I love you were so excited about it, honestly. Like, I just wanted to hold you and stop you from shaking with the sugar high you were on. I think this is what happens when you have too much sugar.
Okay.
Seriously. It's like your brains went 100 miles an hour and you've decided to do something absolutely crazy. It just tastes like shortbread that's been soaked in milk.
Okay.
With Fruit Loops on it. Like, I like that you're thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
I think it's a weird one, though.
Okay.
I loved that there was a lot of fun going on here. In terms of the execution, you wanted them to be sort of bite-sized pieces. Because they're so petite, you don't get the joy of what a Pop-Tart is, which is when you pop it out of the toaster, you break it in half, you see that little bit of steam, and you get the right amount of filling to pastry ratio.
Sure.
But keep thinking like this.
Yeah.
Just find new ways of executing that fun.
It's so hard to say this because you were so rapt about that whole cook. But sometimes it just doesn't work out.
You get the most enthusiastic cook award today.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grace. Rhiannon, let's go.
Yes.
What have you made us?
I have made you a Cocoa Pop brownie with a chili coulis and a vanilla ice cream.
I love the flavour of all of it. The brownie's just undercooked.
Thanks, Rhiannon.
Thanks, guys.
Next up, Rue.
It's a salted caramel cream with a peanut butter center and a Rice Krispie crunch.
There are some wonderful textures and flavours going on, the way that you've brought together caramel, peanut butter, the Rice Krispies. It's just a textural issue with that gelatin mousse.
Okay, thanks,
Rue.
Andy. Thank you.
Theo!
I've made Mum, I dropped my ice cream sandwich.
The flavour of the ice cream screams Cocoa Pops. It just didn't set in time.
Thanks, Theo.
Next up, Phil.
Cocoa Pop Parfait and a Cocoa Pop biscuit with a raspberry and Davidson plum gel and some green chantilly Smartie cream.
I love the idea. I love the flavours, but you haven't thought through the whole dish. It's like you just get a mouthful of soggy Cocoa Pops, which is not that great in terms of texture.
Thanks, guys.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Adi.
Our cook was a little bit hectic and a bit stressful, but I'm really proud that I managed to get a cake up today and it looks really cute. I just hope I've added enough Fruit Loop milk that you can taste it.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Cake time.
Cake time. Adi, what did you make for us today?
Fruit Loop cake.
Shall we? Let's eat it.
Thank you.
I think it was genius.
Oh.
I really do.
Shucks.
The genius part of it for me was the idea behind tres leches and soaking the sponge then in the cereal-infused milk. That's what makes this. But most importantly, the flavour is fantastic. The nostalgic element is there. It tastes exactly like Fruit Loops, except a cake.
Adi, I thought it looks really cute. It's tiny, it's on a pink plate. It feels childlike, nostalgic, fun, and like it has a sense of humour about it, and it does.
Adi, you saved it. You saved it. It was looking like a bit of a mess there for a minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But honestly, it came up and the sponge was light, it's full of flavour. Nice work.
Thank you.
Well done.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Nice
Thank you.
one.
Cheers. Yay! Yay! I did a dessert, Ralphie.
Next up, The Muffin Man, Declan.
I'm definitely a bit nervous. I never cooked muffins with breakfast cereals before. My biggest concern is to hope that I've been able to keep them moist.
You cooked muffins?
I did.
What are they?
I've got a cornflake banoffee muffin, the choc cocoa pop muffin, and then a wheat bix and raisin breakfast muffin.
Shall we? I like the idea, okay? Breakfast muffins, do you know what I mean? Cereal, changeover, like, I totally get it. Moist, they are not, my friend. They're all very, very dry. Not excited about your muffin mix.
I was excited, yeah.
It's your mix, brother. You got to think about what you're putting in there.
Yeah.
Dried products,
Yeah.
like cornflakes and
Wheat bix.
Wheat bix.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to suck any moisture out of your mix. They were going to have to be faultless. There's a few faults.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Declan.
Declan is my name and muffins are not my game.
Next up, Ralph.
My biggest concern is that cook of the pork. It actually looks like it's cooked really well. Obviously, I can't tell until they cut into it.
Ralph, what did you make us, mate?
So I made a cornflake and parmesan crusted pork, and I made up mashed potatoes and a mint sauce.
Ralph, what did you make us, mate?
So I made a cornflake and parmesan crusted pork, and I made up mashed potatoes and a mint sauce.
I tell you, you got beautiful colour on the pork. It's cooked beautifully, mate. Ralph?
Yep.
Mate, the pork cooking is fantastic.
Yep.
The crumb is beautiful. Obviously, you know, cornflake being the thing, but getting the parmesan there, that is brilliant. Mashed potato work is excellent. Rich and buttery.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm loving you.
Oh, God.
I'm absolutely loving you. Perfect fry on the pork. And then that real, like, punchy, acidic mint sauce number. Really bloody stoked for you. Well done.
The simplicity of a beautiful piece of meat, a little bit of perfect potato, and a little punchy dressing to go with it. I feel like this might be the direction you need to go in because you nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. You are heading in the right direction. Celebrate that.
Thank you so much, guys.
Well done, big man.
You're gonna do another little...
Do it, ready?
Sugar. Antonio always comes off second best.
We wanted all you guys to have fun today. Based on what we tested, it was clear some of you had a ball. Two of you especially really nailed it. Antonio, that was nostalgia done right. We loved it. Well done. Ralph, cornflake crusted pork. Who could have known it was going to be that good? It was excellent, mate.
Thank you.
Well done.
As for the rest of you guys, we were on the lookout for the bottom 3 dishes. For Call Your Name, you're cooking in tomorrow's pressure test. Grace. Still smiling though.
Had fun.
Declan. The last person cooking tomorrow in the pressure test is Alice.
Grace, Declan and Alice, you are all cooking in tomorrow's nostalgic pressure test, after which one of you will be eliminated. But don't let today's stumble lead to a fall tomorrow. It's another day in the kitchen, another chance to show us what you've got. So go home, get a good night's sleep, see you bright and early tomorrow.
See you all.
Well done, guys.
Oh, another pressure test.
Decky, you've had the biggest roller coaster.
I know.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
From Gelato Messina, Donato Tocci!
Nostalgia Week continues with an incredible pressure test.
Oh my God, good luck, guys.
It's the crowd pleaser no one saw coming.
All right, let's see it inside.
Are you? Oh my God!